Hey everybody, welcome back to microbeerreviews.com, and today we've got another one of SweetWater's beers. This is their, we call it the 420. If you don't know what 420 is, Google it. Very creative name, by the way, guys. This is their Extra Pale Ale. So it's a SweetWater Extra Pale Ale 420. It is on the lighter side of color of a pale ale. Not very carbonated, doesn't have a ton of head, but there's still bubbles coming up, and I poured it probably 2 to 3 minutes ago. SweetWater Brewing Company is out of Atlanta, and they do a really, really good job of being creative. They have great marketing. They do a lot of things right. I live on the East Coast, and there's a lot of restaurants that have SweetWater beers in bottles and on draft. And SweetWater 420 is probably, I would say, in the top 10 as far as beers on draft in our area. It's very, very readily available, and people like it a lot. So it's common to see it on our coast. The way SweetWater describes this beer is a tasty West Coast style pale ale, accentuated by a stimulating hop character. That was a mouthful. It says this was first conceived in our bat cave on 4/20. They have it listed as April the 20th. This kind of beer keeps the wheels on the bus going round and round. I like that a lot. And below it says, drink 'em if you got 'em. It won a Small Brewery Year of the Award in 2002 and a Beer World Cup silver medal. They do put the best on date on the label as well. And it's very recognizable. I mean, this speckled trout jumping out of the water, you can definitely tell what it is. And in that area, there's some great trout fishing, which makes sense. So, the beer's got 5.4% alcohol. It does have like I said, kind of a very, I would call it a clear, traditional pale ale color. There are definitely a lot of fruits to it. I don't know what all is in here, but there's, I've read a lot about it, and people have guesstimated that there's orange, grapefruit, pine. I have no idea. The website doesn't tell you a lot. SweetWater doesn't tell you a lot on the website, but by the way, they do have a great website at sweetwaterbrew.com. Check that out. But it definitely has a very unique flavor. Now, one thing about this beer that I'm going to warn you about, when you first open it up, when you first pour it, it is not overwhelming. It doesn't have a strong aroma. There's nothing exciting about it. A lot of people don't like this beer because of that. They just think it's kind of what I would call a boring pale ale. This beer is really drinkable. This beer is nice to the palate. This beer is very good with different types of food. So, I mean, I would drink this with chicken, fish, even a steak. This beer, it just blends very well with a lot of things. It's a really good beer. And I've had a lot of people say, well, it's just okay, it's nothing exciting about it, because it's not extremely hoppy. So if you don't like a hoppy pale ale, you'll like this. Even if you do, this is a really good pale ale. There's a lot of character in this beer. The longer you drink it down the glass, I think the better it gets. So don't overlook this beer. It is very pleasing to the masses, would be another way I would describe this beer. I would give this beer a 4 for a pale ale. And I'm very critical about pale ales. If you've ever watched any of my beer reviews, I really like this beer. I buy it by the 6-pack in our stores. It's $9 a 6-pack. And it's, like I said, all over our restaurants. And commonly, I will order it at a restaurant. That's really about it. It's described as a crisp, light, refreshing pale ale. And it is. It's very, very good. So, buy it. Try it. If you're on the East Coast, SweetWater Brewery does a great job. This pale ale is a very good pale ale. It's different than others because it's not as hoppy as what you're used to. But you'll like it. Just trust me on this one, alright? Go out and try it. Thanks for watching microbeerreviews.com. We appreciate your support. Don't forget to check out our website, microbeerreviews.com, and we'll see you again real soon. Thanks for watching.